Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Todd. This is Todd. For today's video, I've decided to do taco seasoning as I am almost out, and I believe I have like maybe 1 pound worth of meat left. Now, homemade is so much better than store-bought. It just tastes better, and it's way more cost-effective per pound of meat. So for this recipe, you're going to need 4 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, optional. You can cut this to what you want or not put it in at all if you do not like spicy food. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of ground black pepper, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. This is not smoked. 3 tablespoons of ground cumin, 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt or regular iodized table salt, and the controversial ingredient is monosodium glutamate or MSG. You can buy this in any store, pretty much. It goes under the brand name Accent. Now, the only reason it's really controversial is because back in the 90s they decided to release a news article or a newspaper or something stating MSG causes bad health effects, which, as of recently, not quite sure when, but studies have shown it does not pose any negative health effects. So, I have since started using it. Now, it's naturally occurring. It is found in many things, such as seaweed, which is one of the reasons why they put it in nasty, disgusting sushi in those seaweed rolls with rice, and I believe it's raw salmon. I'm not quite sure about that. But anyways, you're also going to need 3 tablespoons of cornstarch for thickening. And you're also going to need oregano. Now, I don't add this to the mix. I just add a pinch or two whenever I am adding the seasoning mixture to my meat. You can go ahead and add, I'm going to guess, about 2 teaspoons worth to the mix. But I found it separates way too easy and it just goes to the top of the mix, so you're not really getting an equal amount per batch. So I already have a batch right here all measured out. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure your measuring spoons are leveled and there is no gaps in the top or anything to make the recipe more accurate. And you're just going to want to mix this up fairly well until there is no lumps whatsoever. And if there is any lumps, you can just use a spoon or your finger to break up the clumps and just mix it. Make sure it's mixed fairly well. So like this right here is perfect in consistency and everything. No real big lumps of any one particular ingredient. And this should last anywhere from 3 to 6 months. It never really lasts me longer than 6 months. So, and I'm not quite sure about how many pounds of meat this will do. I only use about 2 tablespoons of this mix per pound. And I believe I add about 3/4 cup of water and I let it simmer for about 10 minutes or until it's thickened. And then I let it rest for a couple minutes to cool. But I guess this is the recipe summed up. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully you will continue to join me on this journey of mine and hopefully become part of a new extended family of mine.